I wanted to start by just commenting on the reasons why our program is so important. I'm very thankful and grateful that we have this initiative, and I know that the Petitions Committee has started this work. Today, we're going to be discussing a problem that is a very, very important problem, and I think it's a European issue. It's not just about the Jugendamt in Germany, although that's primarily what we're going to be talking about today. So we'll primarily talk about the Jugendamt in Germany, but I do think it's a general problem. And so that's why it's very important to me. And just to show you how important it is, I'll give you some examples and a few figures. In 2016, the number of children sent to a foster family or to another institution was more than 84,000 children. That was in 1 year. In 1 year, that number of children were taken away from their families and taken into care. But interestingly enough, we have another figure as well, and it shows that we're not just talking about one issue. 72% of those families are families who are binational families, so families with different nationalities in them. And so quite often, these are families where the children speak different languages or where the two parents come from different countries. So those are figures from the German Statistics Office. So that is in Germany. 72% of those 484,000 children come from families where the parents have different nationalities. And of course, that is an additional problem. And that is also why we have to ask why these kinds of families are overrepresented in this group. And then there's another figure that's shocking. Only 5% of those children go back to the original families. And I know that the committee has received various different petitions and various different submissions from people of different nationalities. I, as a Polish member of Parliament, receive many of these cases. These are cases that are discussed in the public, and unfortunately, I have to say that there doesn't seem to be any response from the Jugendamt. Of course, I know that the Jugendamt work is not only about taking these children into care. It does a lot of other important work as well. And we do know that there are cases where there is child abuse and their intervention is required. But I do think that it seems clear that across Europe, there are some very worrying practices being applied. And so that's why we're going to discuss it today. I have two colleagues with me today, and they work on this topic in the Petitions Committee. I have Virginia Rogier and Eleonora Evi with me, and they will speak about the topic. And then we'll also have some statements from Marina Colombo, who is an Italian journalist who has done a lot of work in this field. And then we will hear from other MEPs from other groups. We have Miroslav Mitrofanus from the Greens with us, and we have Edouard Martin from the S&D group as well. So you can see that this is not a political topic for one group. I'm from the Conservative group, And I do believe that you should protect families. But you can see here that it's not a party political issue. We all agree that this is a very serious problem. And then at the end, we will have a discussion with Klaus-Uwe Kirchhoff. And this is a German representative, but they're also from the Polish association that looks at discrimination against children in Germany. And I know that this has been a major problem for many years now in my country. And I know that we have not found satisfactory solutions yet. So I'd like to thank both of my colleagues for this initiative and for organizing this conference. I'd like to thank them for raising the issue and for trying to take the suffering of the children and the parents seriously.